Welcome back, guys, for more Timberland where everything is kicking off. We have a brand new water system that I will take you through. We have a brand new district. We have a new well-being record. Look, we've hit 46. Woohoo! And we have a whole new area to build out, the Lowlands. That's what we're going to be focusing on in this episode. So, the new water system. Oh, God. Remember in the last episode I said, I'm not going down that rabbit hole again. Well, guess what? I did. And that's why you didn't get a video yesterday, because I have been working on this. We are now on cycle 131. We're on day 7. We've just had minimum water. The central reservoir is now full again and being used. Down here, these reservoirs have changed a fair bit. Let me explain how the system works now. The central reservoir in the wet season fills up. And we've now got this system where I've taken these walls up one more tile, and we've got dams around here which have been dropped down a level. Over here, this has been taken down a level, and we've got dams here. So when water comes in from either the water sources or the water source over here or the pumps, it all goes into the central reservoir, and then these dams ensure that we keep the central reservoir full, and then any overflow goes out here into the aqueduct. Okay, great. I've added in a new set of pumps. I've only put in 2 levels of the pumps. It probably at some point will get extended down to the bottom, but for now this will do. And as you can see, I've been trying to maximize our evaporation reduction. So this has all got filled in because it's wasted space. There's probably a lot more that I can do to improve this, but for now, this is the way it works. The wet season ends. What happens? This should stay pretty much topped up. Down here, I've increased the number of pumps down here to 9. We have 4 on each side, and these 3. This reservoir gets emptied first, gets dumped into here. The reason we need 9 pumps here is because we've got 8 sets of pumps over here and evaporation going on. So this gets emptied. This reservoir will then start to empty, which I will show you. This reservoir is actually still filling up on day 7. We got minimal water, which is not fantastic, but it should be a fairly good example of how the system works. So we've got a 23-day drought, which is not terrific, and minimum water. We moved on to day 8. The reservoir's now starting to empty, and as it empties, our water saving measures kick in. So as we get down a little, we reduce the surface area, and that's going to carry on as we empty this reservoir. It's day 16. We've got 13 and a half days left on the drought, and the first reservoir is drying up. So now our focus shifts to the lower reservoir. But the lower reservoir, when this was full, we had a water level here of like 2.5 tiles. This is already down to almost 1.5 tiles. So I'm thinking that an improvement needs to be made. We need to have more pumps. I'm thinking 10, possibly 12 pumps. But we'll address that later. Right now, let's see how long this reservoir can hold on. It's day 24. We've got 5 days of drought left. The lower reservoir is giving up the ghost. It's exhausted. And that's when our next water saving measure kicks in. We now have these channels dug into the floor. In actual fact, we've built up the floor because this is the ground level. This is the lowest you can go. But now we have these channels which focus the water into a much, much smaller area. So we're reducing the evaporation by a huge amount. And this will carry on for quite a while now, being fed just by the central reservoir. Now, the central reservoir has gone down a bit. We're down probably, about a tile or so. So now it's a question of surviving the last 5 days of the drought on just the central reservoir. Now, the central reservoir has shrunk a little bit because this area here has been filled in. But I've compensated for that. These platforms under the water used to extend out further. They didn't have the platforms on, obviously. And I've got rid of those. I've dynamited those down to the bottom level. So we now have probably about the same volume that we had originally. It's all just moved around. So the question now is, how low is this going to get by the end of the drought? We've got 4.6 days left. It's day 29 and we're coming to the end of the drought. How are we doing? Well, the answer is we're still going. We've still got water in the channels. The aqueduct is still flowing. It is intermittent. The flow is intermittent, so this will build up and then it will flow down and then it will dry up and then some more will flow down. How are we doing for level? Let's go down here and take a look. And you can see we're only down, what? Like maybe another tile? So the central reservoir has held on very, very well. And we could keep going for quite a few more days. So the system works. Is it perfect? It's not perfect, but it's pretty darn good considering what we're doing. We have massive evaporation in the Great Aqueduct, and we're managing to counter that fairly well. So now we're at that time of year when the beavers have to pray to the beaver gods for a decent wet season. Well, the beaver gods have smiled on us, and we've got one extra day of water this year, so hopefully the reservoirs will recover. I'm just making a couple of enhancements. I'm just going to zoom out. It's very creaky down there. I'm making a couple of enhancements to the system, and I'm sure that I'll be forever like doing little improvements. Now I need to demolish this. How am I going to do that? I'd like to do this without adding more scaffolding. I knew I shouldn't have ripped this scaffolding out because I've just had to build it again. Yeah, we'll demolish it. Well, demolish it from the center, and then we'll do those two, and then I'll put in the pumps. So we're adding 2 pumps, so we're going to be up to 11 pumps. Okay, and then over here, I've noticed sometimes when because this is intermittent, we kind of get a rush of water down here, and it sometimes kind of splashes over this dam and we lose a little bit of water. So I'm going to move this dam back to here and see if just doing that stops it. If not, I might dynamite this down and we'll see if that has any impact. We're moving down to the lowlands, to the beavers of the southwest. Ha ha ha, my lovelies. Welcome to the lowlands. Oh, we're going to have some fun down here. We're going to start off by putting in some of kind of the big ticket items. So, first thing is going to be the temple, if I can find it. Where's the temple? There's the temple. I want the temple on here, pride of place. Now, I'm really tempted to expand this a little bit, and I think I'm going to. We just want these 3 tiles. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, that should work. And then let's get the temple. And the temple will just go on top there. Awesome. And that lines up with those stairs, which is quite nice. So we'll throw a path in there. And what do you think? Have this path coming out there like that. The other thing we need on this dry land is campfires. So well-being again and campfires. Now we want at least a couple of these. I'm thinking maybe one there. And flip this around. Maybe have one on this side overlooking the water kind of thing. Yeah, let's go with that. Right. Now we want an area built up on stilts. Yeah, maybe. What do you think? If we bring it out kind of like 4 in each direction. This kind of thing. And around there. Yeah, this could look all right. So, yeah, so come out 4 in that direction, and yeah, I'm already starting to like this a lot. And now they need to be able to get up there, and I want to be able to see those stairs. So, did we come out the full? Did we come out the full 4? That's actually 5. So maybe that needs to come back 1. Yeah. I think that needs to come back. Now, I think we should have a gap around. Don't you? Yeah. I think we should have a gap. So I'll get rid of those 3 there. And we'll just keep extending this. Maybe on this side it's only like 3. It doesn't have to be the same all the way around, does it? And we could have some lower areas, couldn't we? Yeah, that would be more interesting, wouldn't it? If we had some, yeah. Let's have a lower area that's only like 1 tile. Oh, and we could do the farms, the aquatic farms on there. Oh yeah. I'm liking it. And it doesn't necessarily need to go all the way around, does it? It doesn't. Right, there's quite a lot for them to build there, even to begin with. Do I throw in some platforms? I think I'll probably throw in a couple of platforms there. There are going to be some platforms here. But I think this is going to evolve as I kind of see what it looks like. So maybe on this side we have it like a bit lower. So maybe something like this, and then it comes out a little bit on this side. Yeah, I'm thinking something like that. Let's have a little look down here. Have they sorted those pumps out? Yes, they've sorted the pumps out. Good. How's the reservoirs doing? Oh, we're into eco mode. 4.7 days left. How's the central reservoir doing? Yeah, it's fine. How's the batteries doing? They're doing fine. Power is just never an issue. They go down a bit, and then as soon as we get the wet season, they just go straight to the top. Okay, have we got... Yes, we've got all of this built. Okay, let's focus on the farming. So, I want at least 1 farm for cattail crackers. Well, for cattail that make cattail crackers. So, we want an this is a really nice model as well. I really, really like this. The question is, where do I put it? Oh, you know what? Maybe just recess it into there slightly. Yeah, that would work. Go on. We'll have 1 there. That's going to be farming this area over here. And then I want another one farming this area over here. So, now, do I just have it kind of perched on the edge? Because we want past and things. Yeah, no, that's fine. You know what? That's fine. That's absolutely fine there. Okay, so we want stairs going down, don't we? Yes, we do, Sky. So throw some stairs in. We want stairs there. We're going to want some stairs for this one going down that way, I guess. Yeah, cool. Hook it up with a path. Cool. Go over here. We want a path for this as well. Should I just run it straight out, I guess? Well, okay. Right, now we can do some planting. How am I going... I wonder if we want to do something... Let's have a look at this. God, they're awesome, aren't they? Really awesome. Now, we need to be able to get down to this. So there's a need for more stairs. Do I have the stairs there or there? Maybe there, and have the path coming round. Make it a little bit more interesting. And then this one can go kind of zigzaggy over there. That's fine. Oh, I'm gonna have an absolute ball with this because I can do something really interesting with this. As soon as you get into kind of multi-level designs, it just gets so good. Okay, what was I going to do over here? I think we'll do the cattail over here. Yeah. Now the cattail gets turned into cattail flour, and then that gets turned into cattail crackers. So crops, and where's cattail? Here's cattail. I think the cattail is going to look very, very nice. So how about we have like, I'm tempted to do it kind of in patches. As if maybe it grows more kind of along the edges of stuff. So rather than just like slap it all in, maybe we just have kind of patches of it, like reeds along the banks. Now, is that very efficient? No, it's appallingly inefficient, but I might put an extra one on each just to bring it out a little bit more. I might throw a few on there, but I think we're going to have far more than we need anyway. Now, do I have some coming this way? I think I probably do. I probably want to move that path. Do I want to? Yeah, I want to move the path. Let's have the path coming out like that, and then coming down like this instead. Get rid of the original. Down to there. Do I leave that bit in? No, I get rid of it. Bye. Right, more cattail. More cattail going. I've got to say, I love the look of this stuff. So maybe we kind of peters out there. Oh, how does it look when... Oh, picture. Look at that. Doesn't that look good?
Oh, yeah.
Just some reeds by the edge of the... We can... I could do some more over here. We can have more stairs coming down. Oh, now. The path might be in the way. So, yeah, the path's in the way. But that's not a problem. What we'll do is we'll just demolish that. Have this coming down there. And then we'll have some more cattail around here. Oh, like if you're not into this, then this is definitely not the game for you, because it doesn't get much better than this. Now I'm going to throw some more in around the place, which is going to be just for like decoration rather than anything else. So let's have some more around here. I'll probably put this in, get it planted, and then clear it so that they're not actually farming it. This area around here can be all, yeah, this can be all cattail, all around there. Awesome. Now what's his range? Oh, he can only get to there. I may have to put in another one like over here just so that they'll do that bit, because I would kind of like that to be all cattail. Okay, so that's cattail done. Now, what's the other one called? Oh yeah, Spadderdock. Let's get some Spadderdock going. And that's a real thing, Spadderdock. Oh yeah. And beavers really eat it, don't they?
They do, we looked it up.
Yeah. Which bit do they eat?
The root bit.
Which is called...
I forgot it.
Come on, you're supposed to be the scientist.
I forgot it.
Rhizomes?
Yes, right, it's rhizomes, wasn't it?
Rhizomes.
Yeah, rhizomes.
Which is, they're like a root, but they're not a root, because the roots go down into the ground to anchor the plant and to bring nutrients up to the plant. The rhizomes are like a shoot that goes off underground and then resurfaces to grow another plant. That's the difference between roots and rhizomes. There you go. Don't say you never learned anything on this channel. Joe Scott, eat your heart out. Right, let's put... how do I kind of want to do this? I want it to be kind of a little bit irregular. And again, I'm going to have this round the edges rather than just have a great big crop of it in the centre. So maybe there's a bit of a patch of it there. And let's see, what's the range? What's your range? Okay, it comes out to here. Maybe we have a patch of it here. Or maybe we have a patch of it in the centre. Yeah. Maybe we bring it out a little bit. Not that's cattail, you bonehead. Don't plant cattail. And maybe that's why they've got this path deliberately going through here, so they've got easy access to the Spadderdock. And this can go right up to the edge over here. What was my range again? Oh, look at that. Perfection. How do you do it, Sky? Pure freaking luck. Do I bring this out a little bit more? I think I would like to keep it like that, but I think for practicality I need to bring it out a bit more, don't I? Yeah. So maybe a bit more. Maybe a bit more. And a little bit more on this side. Yeah, go on, Sky. A little bit more. Have a little bit more. All right, I'll have a little bit more. There we go. How does that look? Oh, yeah. Oh, I can't wait to see the fully matured plants. That's going to be very, very cool. Do I have another farm over here? How could you not have another one planted over here, Sky? Yeah, you have a very valid point. Do I? Yeah, I need another, like, lower area, don't I? Yeah, it needs to come out here a little bit, I think. Now, in terms of evaporation, if I'm really, really suffering with the evaporation, I could come back to this and extend the terrain out a little bit, like all under here, so that you can't kind of see it, so it still looks like it's on stilts, but actually a lot of it is filled in. I love the fact that it's on stilts, though. So I'm going to try my hardest not to do that. What were you doing, Sky? Yeah, because you were doing something. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I was putting in some platforms. Oh, I'm so easily distracted. Right. What do we think? Just bring it out like 2 or 3. 2 or 3. Maybe a couple more. All right. And then we want, what do we want? We want another one of those gorgeous aquatic farmhouses, which will plonk there. And then stairs straight down, yeah? Yeah, stairs straight down. Boom. Right, we want a bit of a path. So, path comes out and kind of wends its way along the river up here. Like that kind of thing. And then, now, what do I plant up here? It's a very good question. I mean, they can farm both. So maybe we have a bit of a mixture, Sky. Why not? Do it. All right, then. Let's see, what's your range? You go, oh, that couldn't be better. Right up to that corner. All right, so let's have more cattail coming along here. And maybe it's encouraged to grow out a little bit more by these platforms. Yeah, why not? All along the edges for certain, like right up to here. Now, Spadderdock. What am I going to do Spadderdock wise? How far does this go out this way? To here. See, I'd like to have more of I'm going to end up putting aquatic farmhouses like over here and filling in some of this with cattail, I think, just for the effect. But I want a bit of Spadderdock going on. Maybe just a little patch of Spadderdock here. Might look good. Might look good. We'll see. We'll see. Just a little patch, a little patchette, little patchette of Spadderdock. Yeah, I like that. Like that. And then we want just a little bit more cattail, I think. And we're going to be done and dusted, I think. So let's just bring it out. I mean, this is the highlight of this area. There's no getting away from it. So we want as much of or take as much advantage of this as possible. That'll do. That'll do to there. Like I said, I'm sure that when I come to beautifying this area, I'll put some more aquatic farmhouses around the place and just have cattail everywhere. Right, that needs to be hooked up to the main road network. So I guess... Oh, well, those stairs aren't hooked up. All right. Let's address that issue straight away. So, path coming down there. Stairs go... Come here. Thank you. Stairs go there. And... Oh, by the way, you notice how much better the lag is? Like, way, 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 way better than it was. And it's just going to get better. I mean, when we section this area off as well, I think the lag will be pretty much unnoticeable. When you're, like, you know, playing with paths and buildings and stuff. Okay. As you can see, I put in a couple of large... I keep wanting to say log piles. Large piles for logs and planks so that we can get this stuff built. Okay. What I've got to do now is think about housing, and the big decision is am I going to make the cattail crackers here, or are we just going to ship the stuff out and have it made somewhere else? Because access to power, there isn't tremendous access to power. And I want this to be, I don't want to use the word primitive, but I suppose I can't think of a better one right now. I want this to be a fairly, shall we say, a basic rural area. So running power lines across here doesn't appeal to me. That is something I'm going to have to think about. Oh, look, we're getting the Spadderdock planted up. And I tell you what, because you can't see the paths, it all looks a bit random. The cattail going in. Oh, look at you! You can look at this. Look at the beavers.
Aww.
Out planting the cattail.
That's cute.
Isn't it? Doesn't that look nice?
It's pretty.
Now, I wasn't going to plant up any trees down here because obviously this is the lowlands. It's meant to be marshy and swampy, and it probably floods occasionally, although we don't actually have any flooding. You know what? I would love it if this flooded a little bit now and again. It doesn't, unfortunately. But we'll say it does, and that gives me an excuse to be very, very sparing with the trees. That's why most of these trees are dead. I mean, these ones up here died in the Great Flood of 83. That'd be cycle 83, probably. There was probably a big flood at some point, and it killed these trees. But I think in some areas it would be nice to have a few trees. I think, for example, maybe up on this next level, a few trees around here would be nice. Maybe I'd want it to be patchy though, so I'm going to have to kind of lay that in carefully. So that means banging in some foresters and hooking at some paths and stuff. The problem with the trees is that they will spread. Like if you planted one tree here, eventually it will cover this entire area. And I kind of want little stands of trees. The only way to stop that is to put a barrier of some description. I don't really want to have paths running all around the place. So I don't know, maybe some fences or something. So I could have a little fence in there and fence the trees in. Yeah. That doesn't sound like necessarily a bad idea. So like here, I'm thinking like a stand of birch. Actually, I'm thinking kind of here around the corner, a stand of birch trees. Yeah, that would be cool. So we'd want to have a fence over here, but I'm going to have to run some paths over so they can actually build it. What would I want? I would want decoration and throw in a quick fence. So just have a little fence like that. And that'll stop the spread in that direction. And I can stop the spread easily in this direction by just extending this path out to there. Maybe on here, on this little raised bit, that would be great for some trees. Where else? Maybe over here. Actually, that would look really nice with the dead trees and then some living trees. So those survive because they're on the higher ground. Over here, we could have like a big patch of trees. That would work. And yeah, see, these have died. So I don't know. Maybe on here. I could extend the terrain out a little bit and have some in the corner, and I think that might be an idea. In fact, I'll do it while you're here. What I'm thinking of here is bring this out like a fair amount. Yeah, so if this was coming out here like this kind of sort of thing, and the same on this side. Right, and then we have a layer on top of that, which I'm guessing I'll sort it out later. So let's see. So something like that, and I can have trees, maybe some more trees down here. There's no way really of irrigating this. I would love to have a stand of trees on top of there, but it's not really going to work. Maybe, you know what? Maybe we have, assuming this is irrigated. Oh, it will be because we get the water around here. Yeah, maybe we have the trees coming down, and maybe there's some dead trees there, but there's also a few live trees down here. And I'm looking around and thinking, where could I have like a big blueberry patch or something like that? So these are decisions that have to be made. Oh, picture, look at this.
Oh.
Now they're actually in bloom.
Oh, that's nice.
Isn't it? Oh, I'm gonna slow it down so we can actually enjoy them. Oh, that's gonna be so good. How long does the Spadderdock take? Oh, it's halfway grown, so we've got like another 10 or 11 days before we see the Spadderdock. Oh yeah, I want to see the Spadderdock. Let's have a little bit of an experiment with the housing, because what I'm thinking is that I'd kind of like the houses to be built like on top of each other. So let's see what we can do. Let's grab the housing. How about like we could squeeze one in there. I don't know whether I want it quite squeezed in that tight. Yeah, we'll leave a little bit of room there, and then maybe. See, I'm thinking if I brought this out a bit, kind of there, and have this one kind of on top like that. You know what? That's exactly what I'm going to do, I think. That's the mirrored. No, I want that one. Yeah, that one like that. And then stairs. Flip that around. Boom, boom. Now, the only problem then, I'm left with a bit of an odd roof. Well, how would two of the square roofs look? Oh, mind you, if I lined them up. Oh, well, let's have a look. Now, I could do it like that and that, or I can flip them around and have them like that and that, which I'm thinking is probably the way I'm going to go. Things are getting interesting now. If I was to put a couple of really tall platforms in there, get a rooftop terrace, throw a rooftop terrace on top, like that, nice. How about we have some stairs going down there, close to the edge, but also maybe we have some stairs going down this way, like this. Oh yeah. Oh, I like it. Oh, in fact, maybe we have a double staircase, because I haven't done that anywhere that I'm aware. I like it. Path comes around there and like that. Awesome sauce. Wow, this stuff just looks awesome. I can also use, of course, the mini lodges as well, can't I? Well, I'm frantically trying to get as much done as possible. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to plant up some trees right now. Let's throw in up here birch across the whole thing, and then I'm going to dot in, I think, just the odd maple, and maybe even a few chestnut trees. There we go. Right, let me get that. I've got paths going in, getting me access to various things. The terraformers are working hard over here. I've given them access with a ladder down the back, and they're also going to be able to get in from the front as well. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see what this looks like when I've built this up a little bit more, and we get a few more of the terrain features going on. But if you want to see that, well, you're going to have to come back for the next episode, because that is all the time I've got time for today. And wow, I've got a sneaking suspicion this video might be a bit late today, because I've really pushed the envelope on this one. But it's, oh, seriously, I could spend so much time on this. I think this is going to turn out really, really nice. I would like a few more little, even if it's just individual houses, just a few individual houses dotted around, like 3 or 4 maybe. If you've got any ideas for what I should do with this area, any clever ideas for little details that I could put in anywhere, leave me a comment, and we will catch you for the next one. Picture can't say good. Oh, yes, you can. You're back. You've got your coffee.
Yes.
Is it nice?
It is.
Have I got one?
This is for you.
Oh, that one's for me, is it? That's very nice of you. It's very nice of you. Thank you very much. I'm gonna have a sip of my coffee. All the other YouTubers do it. Oh, that's damn fine cherry pie. Yeah, you'll, where were we? You'll have to come back for the next episode and all of that sort of stuff. Picture say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye, guys. We'll catch you for the next one. I'm going to leave you with just a little look at the map because things are starting to look just, look how freaking green the map is right now. We obviously had a good wet season because we've got plenty of water in the reservoirs. Yeah. Hey, shut up, Sky. Go away. Get the video out. All right, guys. Catch you for the next one. Peace out.